So what you're telling me? Oh, mornings are better with BKP Politics. How's that? I mean, I look a little fuzzy. Am I a little fuzzy there, Diane? What the heck is going on here?
Yeah, you're fuzzy, but I think as your equipment warms up, it'll get clear.
As the engines get going, get the churning or something. Is that what we're looking for? All right. I don't like it. Give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds, okay? Let's try this again. Give me 30 seconds. Same thing. Wonder what's up. I have to tell you. All right, just keep an eye on it. If it does not clear up, I don't know what happens. Anyhow, so there's new information. Just like that, there's new information. Well, I mean, all right, so I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Voiceofruralamerica.com. Good morning, Diane. I'm fuzzy. So let me just say this. You remember when it seems like just yesterday, you were being told, give me number 65, that everybody was going to destroy Elon Musk. You remember that? And when Trump went to Saudi Arabia and he took all the tech guys with him, remember Elon shaking hands there with the crown prince? Now, this is the guy, this little dude here in the blue tie, short guy, gray hair. He is NVIDIA CEO. What is his name? What is his name? Hold on just a minute. I don't think I do a great job on his last name, but I think I know his first name. What is his first name? I thought I had it here. Maybe I don't. But anyhow, but remember when Elon said something about Trump being in the Epstein files? And then Elon left. There was a period of time. It appeared to be that it was going to be very ugly. We still haven't seen X. We are concerned about X and his well-being. But just like that, Elon is now the $1 trillion man. Elon is the guy that's planning to put a robot in every home in America. Elon is the one yesterday that said, work will be optional. Now you tell me. Just as I'm about to check out, work is now optional. And he's right there. And NVIDIA, the maker of the chip that is used in most AI technology, is standing there with Elon, Donald Trump, and the Crown Prince. I just think it's interesting how it seems like just yesterday. Now, do you think there's a cover-up, number 83? Do you think the Epstein file, there is a cover-up? I just want to know. There he is. Trump praises Saudi prince, touts investments. Elon was at the dinner the other night. So give me this right here. Take that down. So do you think that in any time in America, number 75, in current day form, that 100 senators, right? 100 senators and 427 members of Congress, we know the one that said no, of the House, members of the House, would vote to expose their institutions, their bankers, their friends, their lobbyists, their foreign lobbyists, their foreign friends. You really think they would do that? So what they want us to believe is, there was the power struggle. There was the request to release them. Elon Musk, even to the point, threw out Trump may be in there. Then there was the Ro Khanna, all right, Thomas Massey, MTG. Then Laura Boebert was called in and asked to remove her name. So there's the major fight over there. MTG's a traitor. Do you think, and I want an honest answer, if you are in the Trump can do no wrong. All right, I'm just saying that if you're in that category, please do not apply your comment to our discussion, because we're having a real discussion here. So give me number 108. So Trump says, I've signed.
What number? Because my numbers only go up to 100.
Oh, I forgot to send the rest. Oh, I knew there was something I didn't do. Hold on. Hold on. I was sitting here and I thought, wow, I'm just really enjoying this extra cup of coffee this morning. And then I realized there's something I didn't do. So I'm sorry. So fortunate that, okay, don't get all upset with me now, Diane. Don't get all bent out of shape. Just don't do it. All right, so anyhow, I want to ask you a question. Let's go here first. And I, again, apologize that I didn't get those over to you. I thought, is there something I didn't do? So President Trump has signed to release the file. Okay. And give me 92. So I'm gonna go through several things today, folks. Why doesn't President Trump call him Psycho Joe anymore? Why is there absolutely no President Trump attacks where some of these people are concerned? And 99. Do you trust these people? Just want to know. And as I have said, please exit the conversation if Trump can do no wrong. Trump signs bill to release. Do you trust Pam Bondi? Do you trust the guy there, Todd, what's his name, that interviewed Maxwell? Do you trust Kash Patel now, or are you still, do they have your support 100%? Now, I'm going to say they don't have mine, and it's not 100%. I still have hope. But I deal in facts. So let me give you this one right here. Now, do not play a drinking game, okay? Give me video 15. Oh, wait, video 15.
Into Epstein's relationship with prominent Democrats, including Bill Clinton. Attorney General Pam Bondi yesterday said she ordered that new investigation in response to new information, but she would not provide specifics.
Information that has come for information. There's information that new information, additional information.
Now, critics worry the new investigation into Democrats could be used to keep certain files hidden.
This is not an invitation.
Information. How many times did she say information? Now, we're going to play her full statement here in a minute. But, folks, I'm just telling you right now, there's no way that Congress voted to expose. Wait a minute, how does that sound? I better not say to expose themselves. There's no way that they voted to blow up everything. And when do they talk about what happened in the raping of children and raping of these women, and when does all that get exposed? Now, this, to me, I asked the question, to me, this is a full cover-up, a complete full cover-up. You'll never convince me that every member of the Senate and every member of the Congress said, let's just get transparency for the American people now. All right. These are the people that have slush funds, that Congress has a slush fund, right, that pays off sexual assault, or when I say assault, hush money. This is the group that has behind the closed door hush money. This is the group that has the behind closed door, no one says anything, you got to sign an NDA orgies, whether you like here. This is the disgusting group, and they did not vote to bring their entire institution down. There's too much money at stake. They didn't do it. This is a full and complete cover-up. Let me go through here I want to get off this because the Epstein file now is can I get 108 now? The Epstein file now is as I said, Al Capone vault. That's what it is. It's the Al Capone vault. There's nothing there. I have just signed the bill to release the Epstein files. All right. Let me run through a couple of these. All right. And I want to get off of this. 110 CNN, transparency. $117, how many files will be released? Now, if there's an ongoing investigation, and I will say this, Larry Summers, don't forget, Larry Summers at Harvard, he's not going to be prosecuted. He's not in any way whatsoever. He's leaving Harvard. He's leaving his teaching position. It's not like he could not order a Starbucks this morning, and he's not quietly sitting looking out the window, reading a good book. I mean, nothing's happening to Larry Summers. But what they always do is they always start picking people to put forward like Larry Summers. Most people in America have no idea who Larry Summers is, but bankers tied to politicians, all the above, worldwide, low life, sexual predators, all the above, all the blackmail information that may be in Israel, all of the above, everything. You're not, this is a total, complete cover up, okay? I've listened to it all the way through. How many files released? Now, what I've done is for you out there, take the time and do it. I mean, I asked the question on this program. You will not hear it anywhere else. You won't hear any of the talking heads out there. But this guy, Acosta in Florida, that tried the case in Miami, the Southern District of Florida, that tried the case. It made a very good sweetheart deal and covered everything up for Epstein. Let him move back up to New York, do a little community service. He ended up in 2016 in Donald Trump's administration. You can't make that up. Get your head out of the sand. The guy that ran the Southern District of Florida investigation and prosecution, Acosta, right? They had Epstein. There's video out there. Go look at it. They had Epstein. They had the witnesses. They had the evidence, everything. And this guy right here, because you can't get it out of the grand jury. No, you can't get it out of the grand jury. Courts are not going to release that. And that would set precedents all across the United States to start releasing evidence or releasing grand jury testimony. Not going to happen. Trump says, well, I tried to get them to release everything. Do you think as many legal cases that Donald Trump has been involved in his whole entire life, Pam Bondi has been involved in, they knew from day one that the grand jury testimony was never going to be released. Now, when I say they, I have to tell you, since Pam Bondi gave out the binders, since the beginning, you have not been told the truth, and it's not coming out now. There'll be an ongoing investigation. They put a loophole. They put a loophole into this document that the president signed that allows them to continue to cover up the facts. I mean, I don't know if you're going to get one or two more people come out with, a takedown of Larry Summers. Give me number 118. I ask you really trust these people? It's my question. You really trust these people? I mean, give me number. This is 4 a.m. What I do every day. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Good morning, Diane. I don't even know if I said good morning, but look at number 124 at 4 a.m. What I do every day is I go and look at the daily narrative that they're going to run. Now we're going to have some discussion about what I call backpack journalism. I like it. There's so many things we would never have seen at the border. There's so many things we would have never seen down in the Darien Gap. There's so many things we would never have witnessed with Antifa and riots across this country without. And Chicago. Remember, the backpack journalist is how we found out that they renovated. Where the hell? How come we didn't go through that hotel? They renovated that hotel in Chicago, multi-floor hotel, put illegals in it, right? But what they have done, not all, but what they have done in the last, well, I'll say a little bit, is they have shifted what I call the backpack journalist with the deep state corporate corrupt media journalist, and they have them on a wild goose chase. Chicago, Portland, Memphis, Charlotte, LA, now down to New Orleans. Trump signs bill to release Epstein files. What's next? Would jeopardize an active federal investigation or ongoing prosecution, provided that such withholding is narrowly tailored and temporary. All right. 4 o'clock in the morning, 1:26. Trump signs bill to release the Epstein files. And give me 1:29. Now, you're not getting anything, folks. I don't want to keep saying it. You will not be getting anything of any substance. They did not vote to take themselves down. Corey Mills, if they can't vote to uncover, or why are they covering up Corey Mills? That's another story. Here's Pam. We're going to follow the law. Video 4.
Off topic.
On the Epstein files, does the new investigation by the Southern District of New York U.S. Attorney prevent the department from releasing all of the remaining files?
So we have released over 33,000 Epstein documents to the Hill, and we'll continue to follow the law and to have maximum transparency. Also, we will always encourage all victims to come forward.
What are the next?
What? I mean, why is there an investigation now? She has new information. First she had it, then it was on her desk. They're reviewing it. The FBI has people scouring through it. We get a lot of rumors that they're going through finding the name Trump. These are rumors. We get that. And now she says, well, we have new information. Did you get the new information when you went to interview Maxwell 2 months ago? Now, here is the full statement, and listen to how many times she uses the word information. Do not take a drink, maybe coffee. Do not, if you drink adult beverages this early in the morning, all right? Just saying. Do not take a drink every time she says information. Video 2.
New investigation by the Southern District of New York U.S. Attorney prevent the department from releasing all of the remaining files?
So we have released over 33,000 Epstein documents to the Hill, and we'll continue to follow the law and to have maximum transparency. Also, we will always encourage all victims to come forward.
What are the next steps, Madam Attorney General, for the DOJ regarding what we assume President Trump will sign into law with the Epstein files? Is this going to be on the Justice Department website? What are you doing here over the next 30 days as we understand it?
We will continue to follow the law with maximum transparency while protecting victims.
Yeah.
When you say follow the law, Madam Attorney General, do you mean that you will provide all the files by 30 days?
We will follow the law. The law passed both chambers last evening. It has not yet been signed, but we will continue to follow the law, again, while protecting victims, but also providing maximum transparency.
Madam Attorney General, the DOJ statement earlier this year saying that the files would not release mentioned the fact that the review of the documents and the evidence did not suggest that any additional investigation of third parties was warranted. What changed since then that you launched this investigation?
Information that has come for information. There's information that new information, additional information, and again, we will continue to follow the law, to investigate any leads. If there are any victims, we encourage all victims to come forward, and we will continue to provide maximum transparency under the law.
Wedding, Madam General. On Ryan Wedding, you mentioned,
Madam Attorney General, the issue with the new information that you just indicated, is the department seeking information perhaps from the Epstein estate, because Mr. Blanche did not have that information when he interviewed Ghislaine Maxwell? What new information, and would you limit the new investigation to just those named persons that the president talked about, or is this a broad, open-ended investigation?
I would refer to the Deputy Attorney General's post that he put out on X, and we're not going to say anything else on that because now it is a pending investigation in the Southern District of New York.
So what we're trying to tell you is we're going to continue the cover-up. All right? Hey, look, I got my pin. Can you not see me? I got my pin. I got my watch. I still support President Trump. But President Trump, give me this one here. All right, and I just want to get out because 99. President Trump appointed Kash Patel. Now, look, we're in day 306 or something of this administration. I get it. I will always come on the air and tell you I understand the disaster that the Biden administration, will call it that for now, the gang of corruption left behind. I get it. I get that. But Americans were sold a bill of goods. There's groups of Americans that we were told, I'm your retribution. I'm going to put somebody in there. You see, what are we getting new evidence? We have the evidence. I mean, I don't understand why not a full team from the DOJ has not seized and the federal government has not come in. The hell with all this other crap to Fulton County and seize the ballots and seize the documents, right? I don't know. I mean, she does not have to stand at any podium and say, we have new information in Fulton County. We got it all. We have it. This is a complete cover-up to me, all right? Donald Trump appointed her. Donald Trump appointed Kash Patel. I'm hearing so many different stories on Kash Patel. And I get up and I'm like, come on, tell me it's not true, right? I'm hearing all kinds of things. Tell me all this is not true. Blanche, right? Is that his name? Todd? He went and interviewed her. Nothing. I'm sorry. Zero concerning this. And you know what? I am flat out tired of it that, these. If anyone out there thinks in any way whatsoever that they're monopolizing off of it or whatever you want to say, or gaining or whatever. But I'm going to tell you, when someone stands up and says, this is a picture of me at 14 years old, a young lady 15 years old and 17 years old, these damn people need to be under the prison. These damn people need to be, I've always said I could not witness an execution. I always said that. I always said, when an execution happens, some people get invited, hate to put it that way, to witness the execution. I've always said that I could not witness an execution. But some of these most powerful people in the world that did what these unthinkable things to these kids. When the hell are we going to protect the kids? When the hell are we going to quit covering up things that have been done to our children? Right? I mean, if one more politician stands up and tells me, hey, I'm protecting girls' sports, okay, I get it. But who's protecting girls from these pieces of shit out here that do what they do and get to cover it up? Who's protecting those girls? How about getting a politician? If I get one more damn flyer that says I'm keeping boys out of girls' sports, it's a given. It's a given. You're supposed to do that. You want a prize for something you're supposed to do? That gets on my damn nerves. These politicians, they send me things and they want a prize for things they're supposed to do. You're supposed to do that, damn it. Why the hell do we have to give you some kind of damn prize? But where you should be getting the prize recognition and the accolades is protecting the damn girls all the way across the board. Instead of allowing this cover-up to continue. You're not getting anything in 30 days, folks. You're not getting a damn thing. You're going to get a couple sacrifices, a couple Larry Summers. You're going to get, well, it's the Democrats. Okay, wow, it's the Democrats. Wow, we don't have one Republican up there that would do anything. I hate cover-ups. I hate corruption. I just can't stand it. And I'm sorry. I don't trust these people. New information. I have to regroup. Oh, by the way, five minutes. Diane, take a break.
At Days Chevrolet in Jasper, we're proud because for more than 65 years, we've built a legacy of trust for the families we serve. That's why 80% of our business comes from repeat customers and referrals. When you treat folks as well as we do, word is bound to get around. Days Chevrolet in Jasper, family first since 1959. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
All right, folks, we're back. I don't know why, Diane. I've turned the camera off, back on. I've reset. So let me know if the camera stays up. And when we take the next break, I'll unplug and try to reset again. So just as long, it looks fuzzy, and I don't know what's happening. I think what's going on realistically is the encoder is probably going out. I've used the same encoder for several years, and the encoder may be going out. And I hate to say that. They're very, very expensive. But that being said, to get a good encoder for video. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Now, I think what got me yesterday and this morning as I was preparing the show, at 10 o'clock, we're going to have the Georgia Hour, and I'm just seeing some things develop I don't like. Give me video. Give me number one. I'm seeing some things develop. I watched the entire Epstein develop. I'm just like, and I actually come online saying to myself, don't just put out the information and relax. But, I thank God, and I do every single day, that when I was born, I have friends that are a little older, that I grew up with, that are a little older, and that I know that I can really build on their history. What I lived through, I mean, actually running to the wall and answering the phone the old-fashioned way, right, and rotary dialing, to where I'm at today. And when I see certain things, the president of the United States basically say, you need to come here and teach us. I mean, I am trying, take that down. I am trying not to lose it. Give me number 22. I really am. I'm trying not to burn MAGA down. All right. Now, I never trusted, I have the video, I've never trusted Fox News. I've always told you the deep state corporate corrupt media, the Mockingbird media, they're all tied together. Billionaires, you got to understand, even if you're wealthy, and when I say wealthy, even if you're, just a couple notches. I was texting with someone yesterday, amazing person, but their economic, their tax bracket is to infinity and beyond, not really compared to mine. So I don't get upset, but I don't see where they can connect 100%. So I'm not trying to burn down MAGA, but when I sit here and I watch some things happen and I hear the president of the United States say, here's what we need to do. We need to bring you into the country. We need to go get $21 trillion worth of investment. We need to bring you into the country to train us, to teach us. Remember when, whether you like the guy or not, Emery Roy, listen up, because this is the old man. You called me an old man. But, every time I hear some things, Ross Perot resonates in my ear. NAFTA will be that sucking sound, right? That sucking sound of our jobs going out of here. So anytime I hear the sucking sound of our jobs going out, and I hear the president tell us that he's doing all this investment from foreign countries back here, and they're going to come here and teach us. I'm like, wait a minute. How did that happen? Now, I'm not knocking President Trump because I've already got people upset with me and, asking me to give him grace and this and that. I'm dealing with the truth, okay? I will not deal with anything else but the truth, regardless of the name in the Oval Office or who it is. Now, so you got to remember something. Yesterday, I'm going to play the clips, all right? And we're bowing down to Saudi Arabia, 65, 66, bowing down to Saudi Arabia. And Trump says, video 17. And we're going to have a lot of these in a minute. Video 17.
Opened. We want you to do that, and we want those people to teach our people how to make computer chips and how to make other things. You can't come in, and I'm explaining, you can't come in, open up a massive computer chip factory for billions and billions of dollars like is being done in Arizona and think you're going to hire people off an unemployment line to run it. They're going to have to bring thousands of people with them, and I'm going to welcome those people. I love my conservative friends. I love MAGA, but this is MAGA. And those people are going to teach our people how to make computer chips, and in a short period of time, our people are going to be doing great, and those people can go home where they probably always want to be. When people are born.
That's MAGA. I mean, I make America great again. You do realize MAGA is make America great again. That's MAGA. That's it. Whether you realize it or not, I'm sorry. President Donald Trump can't get on a stage and tell this old boy what MAGA is and convince me that what he just said is, so you're going to bring them by the thousands and teach us. How the hell did that happen? Now, I'm going to say something. Everything we do on the program, we look at it or we deliver this message in a political way. But if you don't start looking at this in a biblical way, you're going to be caught off guard. And that's the only way, the nice way I can put it. Caught off guard is the nice way I put it. Because there's a reason why he went to Saudi Arabia. There's a reason why these jets are going to be, military is going to be put in Saudi Arabia. There's a reason why NATO is dissolving, whether you believe it or not. Europe is dissolving, and there's a pull into the Arab world. There's a reason why. And there's a reason why that it looked like he was on the outs with Elon Musk for a period of time. And there's a reason why Saudi Arabia is back over here. Now, I want to show you something and why that just hit me the wrong way. It just did. It hit me the wrong way because, you know, I probably study things that to some are a waste of time. All right. But give me number. I'm gonna fly through here, Diane, and I know I crossed several things this morning. Give me number. Okay, 26. Saudi Arabia wants to buy 300 U.S. tanks. We're going to send the We're going to send the F-35 planes. Number 25. Trump designates Saudi Arabia as major non-NATO ally. All right. Now, I'm getting to it. I'm going to play you something very spooky today. Like, wait a minute. What do you mean spooky? I'm going to play you something very spooky. I'm going to drop these in order and keep this in mind. Now, America, the dollar, trading, oil, keep in mind oil, right? Now, I'm not going to put dates to this, but black gold, right? Put this in mind. Rockefeller, Texas. All right. Start putting Standard Oil and our oil companies, America, right? 1900s, whatever. Start thinking about that. Then the discovery of oil. Now, the Saudi Arabians did not discover oil in that sand. They didn't know how to do it. These people in the Middle East did not have the, technology. They're riding around on camels, right? Drinking water out of goat skin, whatever. I'm serious. They didn't know how to do it. But we go over and we say, we know how to do it. And here's the trade we're going to make. Now, this is where we're at today. Look at that right there. Look what they excelled into. Now, there's a lot of families. We won't go down that road. There's a lot of families, 9/11 survivors. They're very upset that the Saudis are here. We have what they say, a CIA saying he is the one that gave the green light to chop up Khashoggi or whatever. All right? That's not where we're going. But keep this in mind. So oil exploration goes to the Middle East. Who goes there? Who goes there? Chevron, Texaco, whoever, I don't know, right off. And number 50, don't forget, This is a transition. The world is trading in the dollars. Everybody wants to be American technology. When we say technology, manufacturing. I mean, at this time, we are manufacturing the cars. Everybody's trying to learn from us. Don't forget that. They are learning from us for the most part. We're carrying the world and teaching the world and modernizing the world. We are. 1971, don't forget this little tidbit here. President Richard Nixon unilaterally ended the United States gold standard. Now, why is that important? Just put it in the brain for later. Gold standard. Now, we've got to have something, right? We've got to have something to prop up the dollar and to buy the investment in this country. So what do? Give me number 51. This is the early 70s. Now, NAFTA is going to get ready to happen here soon, right around the corner. Henry Kissinger did not create the petrodollar system by himself, but was instrumental in 1974 U.S.-Saudi agreement. Along with later developments established it. The agreement involved U.S. military aid, security guarantees to the Saudis in exchange for Saudi Arabia investing its oil profits in our debt treasuries. This deal, along with 1973, here's 1974 agreement details, right? Cooperation in the fields of economics, technology, industry, and defense. It established a joint commissions to modernize Saudi Arabia's military and boost its economic cooperation, right? Let's see. The petrodollar. The government helped solidify the petrodollar system where oil is exchanged in dollars. Now, what the Saudi Arabians did in this deal that we gave away the ranch, they didn't know how to get the oil out. They didn't know how to refine it. They didn't know what to do with it. But what they did is they then, right, they said, hey, let's get OPEC. Let's get OPEC to help us, right, with I had another one I wanted here. I know I have it here somewhere. Let's get OPEC hang tight. To trade in dollars. Now, here's what I want you to go look at. Some reason I can't find it. I know it's out here somewhere, and I'll find it later in the show. And it'll bother me when it comes up later in the show, but it's out there. Give me just a second. Maybe. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Now, what you have to go look up. Hold on just a minute. I have it here somewhere. Darn it. I know I have it. What you have to go look up, I had it here earlier, is the deal that was made for us to educate their kids. Here somewhere, because I know we made a deal with them Diane, I am going to send you this right now because it's very important to what I'm going to wrap up. And if you and this is it coming to you right now. Please put it up when you get it. So, Saudi Arabia don't know how to get the oil, right? We go over there. We say to the king, look, we're going to make a deal. We don't have gold backing our notes any longer. Payable to. We're going to paraphrase this, okay? We're going to summarize it. Say to the king, look, here's what we do. We're going to get the oil out of your ground. All right, we're going to help you. This is in the 50s or whatever. We start years ago. Here's what we want. We want a deal that you only trade in dollars. Go to OPEC. Here's part of the deal. We're going to military, economic. We're going to show you how to do everything. So what does the royal family say they want in return? Right? Give me this here when you get it. Did I send it to you? I'm sorry because okay. Key points on education and the U.S.-Saudi relationship. Long-standing exchange. Saudi students, including those on government scholarships, have been coming to the U.S. for education since the mid-50s. That was the deal we went over and made. We'll educate you. Now, that's why it really set my ass off yesterday when President Trump said, you come and teach us. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. That hit me. And bring it by the thousands. What? How did this happen? American companies like Aramco also sponsored students in the U.S. universities. Now, Aramco, that's the Arabian, right? Saudi Arabian oil company. Government scholarships. The Saudi government specifically expanded its scholarship program into the 70s and 80s, financing the education of tens of thousands of Saudi students in the U.S. They took our money. They took our money. They took the money that we went and got out of their damn sand, our money. And now we're supposed to cheer. Donald Trump said, I'll send you $2,000. What the hell? They took our money. And what did they do? They sent their kids over here with our money, and we educated them. The former 1974 agreement established a joint commission for economic cooperation and covered the range of fields, including education and technology. Building ties, the U.S. officials viewed these educational exchanges as a way to build lasting ties with future Saudi leaders and scholars. The ability of the royal family and their wealthy Saudi nations, Qatar, UAE, we educated all of them in the Middle East to send their children to the U.S. schools was more a natural consequences of a strong overall bilateral relationship. The availability of scholarships, U.S. higher education system, rather than a unique explicit clause in the core financial security pact. We went over there. We got it out of the damn sand for them. We showed them how to refine it. We taught them. They took the money, Aramco, from a barrel of oil. They traded in $1. They kept stacking up the dollars. We sent their kids over here by the thousands. We educated them, and now they run us. You should have seen the amount of people that ran around kissing their asses for the last 2 days. And then President Trump says, let's see, where's it at? Video 11. I think this is the full video. Let's go with 11 first.
And you're coming here and you find if we don't have people that did that before, we are allowing you, and I may take a little heat. I always take a little heat from my people, the people that love me and the people that I love. They happen to be toward the right of center, toward the right. Sometimes they're way right. But if you have to bring people to get those plants opened, we want you to do that, and we want those people to teach our people how to make computer chips and how to make other things. You can't come in, and I'm explaining, you can't come in, open up a massive computer chip factory for billions and billions of dollars like is being done in Arizona, and think you're going to hire people off an unemployment line to run it. They're going to have to bring thousands of people with them, and I'm going to welcome those people. Now, I love my conservative friends. I love MAGA, but this is MAGA. And those people are going to teach our people how to make computer chips, and in a short period of time, our people are going to be doing great, and those people can go home where they probably always want to be. You know, when people are born someplace, they tend to want to go, and we have the greatest country in the world. But
I'm sorry, that is 2 minutes of just full out and out bullshit. I'm sorry, it's just 2 minutes of out and out BS. I mean, he goes as far to say, let me see if this one's different. I don't think this one's different. I put several to give me video 12. If this one's not different, we'll pull it, all right?
Done. And we're not going to be successful if we don't allow people that invest billions of dollars in plant and equipment to bring a lot of their people from their country to get that plant open, operating, and working. I'm sorry. So my poll numbers just went down, but with smart people, they've gone way up. They've gone way up. And I mean that. So for those of you that are doing the plants, you're going to have all the help you need, and you're going to do a great job. And you're going to teach our people how to do it, and our people are going to be just as good as your people ever were in not such a long period of time.
What the hell did I hear? What the hell did I just hear? Anything you want. Now, did I tell you, Diane, you have I told you over and over? I just brought $1 trillion. I just brought another trillion. There's $1 trillion. Get me $1 trillion over there. Oh, there's another $1 trillion. Right? Did I tell you every single investment came with H-1B visas or different visas or work visas, HB3s or whatever? Did I tell you that? Every deal came, whatever you want. You need thousands of people? Come on. We need 600,000 Chinese students? Come on. Well, we'll pick it up sooner or later. What? What the hell? I mean, my God. Oh, don't worry. Video 13. Don't worry. Don't worry. Here's what you can have.
We're going to be doing a dividend to the people, low and middle income, moderate income people, of at least $2,000. In addition to that, we'll be paying down debt very substantially. It's the kind of money we're taking in. And really, countries that took advantage of us are no longer taking advantage of us. Friends, some of our friends treated us far worse than our enemies on trade anyway, and we've got that all straightened out. And everybody's happy. They respect us again. You know, it's like one of those things. I think they like us better, and they actually respect us, and it works out much better for us, too. But I especially want to thank
I'm sorry. You know, as Emery Roy called me an old man, I'm just an old man that loves my country and don't know. I'm just like, am I being sold a bill of goods? Did he sell me a bill of goods? Is this the only way to make America great again? Is this the only way to turn the ship around? Is this it? Is this it? Because here's $2,000. Shut the hell up. Now you need to understand what that $2,000 is. That's not a dividend check. America's $38 trillion in debt. You don't have dividend checks coming to you. Oh, no, you don't. You have basic income. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to go through what Elon Musk said is next in your life. What the hell? Take a break.
At Days Chevrolet in Jasper, it's last call. Your last chance to save $11,500 off Silverado 1500 and $9,000 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs. Don't miss this last call and save $11,500 off Silverado 1500 and $9,000 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. We're keeping an eye on the screen. It went black a couple times. I do think the encoder, the frame encoder of the video may be going bad. We hope not. We actually need to do some fundraising anyway, but now, that being said, 10 o'clock, we have the Georgia Hour. So, every day, as you well know, I read multiple articles. I watch multiple videos. I go to different websites around the world. I have mentioned to you for quite some time, there's nothing new that the war in Ukraine is over. I have told you for God knows how long on this program that our State Department, Marco Rubio, Witkoff, all the above, that they have been working to normalize relations with Russia. I've told you that over and over. They've been working to normalize relations with Russia, whether you believe that or not. And that's what's taking place. Now, AI. I'm not in fear of technology, and I won't go down the road and tell you any of those long stories, but that's one thing I really have to be thankful to my dad. God bless him. He's dead and gone. But he taught us early on not to be afraid of technology. I'll never forget. I mean, we had 2 customers say to him, "Hey, fax me a quote this afternoon." And the second person said, "Fax me a quote this afternoon." And we had a fax machine. We had the old carbon. We had a fax machine. Went down, got a fax machine. Now we all stood there as a family and watched the fax machine print out something, wondering how in the world this happened. And then my brother-in-law came along and discussed nomenclature and numbers. So then I'll never forget, we watched someone take a computer and print something out immediately. And the next thing I knew, we had a computer. We started to put everything on the company and the computer. Now, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not afraid of technology. I'm really not. But I'm concerned on what is about to happen. And they experiment on our children. First of all, when new technology comes out, we enjoy it. It's fun. We like AI on TikTok. We like that they're able to take AI and generate little baby figures to mirror adults like Donald Trump, and it's comical. They enter that way, okay? They always enter that way where they get you to start using it. I have a friend of mine that keeps asking AI questions. I have a friend that asks AI questions, very specific on what the founding fathers would do concerning certain subjects of today, and AI gives an answer. Like, what would George Washington do in this case? AI answers. AI doesn't say George Washington is dead. It doesn't say that. AI gives an answer. So I asked someone Saturday, I said, what are you going to do when you're at the grocery store, right? What are you going to do when you're at the grocery store and a robot, you're looking for something, and a robot says to you, can I help you? Are you going to answer said robot? I asked you that. Now, yesterday, and 65, 66, we had the summit here. We've got to talk about redistricting. We got to get to it, right? But we know Elon Musk basically has never left. And we have talked about robots and what's about to happen. Now, I told you the little story about getting an opportunity to spend about 48 hours with my grandkids and getting up on a Saturday morning. Now, when my children were little, we got up on Saturday morning and we watched the Rugrats. Okay. And I have a confession. My daughter, I had no choice. I had to watch Clarissa Explains Everything. I know, but that's what I watched. And then Pete and Pete with his tattooed petunia. If you know, and Artie, the strongest man in the world, if you know that, let me know. That's what I had to watch. But I got up, I tell you a little story. I got up with my grandkids and I watched this show, and it wasn't that it was bad, but there were robots on the show with the kids, and the robots and the kids were interacting as though that was normal, as though robots have emotions. And I said that day, this is going to happen. And I've come here and I've been over and over. I think Diane and I will guarantee you, Diane and I are probably the first that really came here and started talking about AI. English teachers. So let me ask you a question. If this much knowledge is going to be available, why would people learn anything in the future? Why would you? Why will education for humans be necessary? I mean, that's just a question. If you could type in a problem, trigonometry, why would you go through the painstaking to learn it? What's going to happen? Now, listen to this. Video 7.
I think Tesla's going to make the first actually useful humanoid robots. And this will be quite a revolution. And I think something that everyone will want. Because I always think of like, who wouldn't want their own personal C-3PO R2-D2?
Oh, yeah?
Of course. Everyone would want one, right? And then there would be many in industry providing products and services. This is why I say that humanoid robots will be the biggest industry, or the biggest product ever. Bigger than cell phones or anything else, because everyone's going to want one, and or maybe more than one, and there'll be many in industry.
I just want R2-D2 in C-3PO's body.
Yeah,
There you go.
Well, I mean, a humanoid robot would be better than R2-D2 and C-3PO combined times 10.
Yeah.
So people often talk about sort of eliminating poverty and that kind of thing, but really how long have they been talking about that? There's lots of talk. There's lots of NGOs sort of trying to do these things, but really not succeeding. And the evidence speaks for itself. But AI and humanoid robots will actually eliminate poverty. And Tesla won't be the only one that makes them. I think Tesla will pioneer this, but there will be many other companies that make humanoid robots. But there is only basically one way to make everyone wealthy, and that is AI and robotics.
And we can't talk about robotics without AI factories.
Oh no, is that Elon right in the forefront of everything again? Human robotics. Now, the other day I heard him say that the robot will be able to do every task that you and I do, and it will have to start figuring out things to do for itself. So what happens when the robot gets bored? Now, let me give you another one, quite interesting. Video 5. Let's go to video 5.
If you say, like, in the long term, where will things end up? Long term, I don't know what long term is. Maybe it's 10, 20 years, something like that. For me, that's long term. My prediction is that work will be optional.
Optional.
Optional. So
we'll take that.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be like playing sports or a video game or something like that. If you want to work, in the same way, like you can go to the store and just buy some vegetables, or you could grow vegetables in your backyard. It's much harder to grow vegetables in your backyard, but some people still do it because they like growing vegetables. That will be what work is like, optional. Now, between now and then, there's actually a lot of work to get to that point. And I always recommend people read Ian Banks' culture books to get a sense for what a probable positive AI future is like. And interestingly, in those books, money doesn't exist. It's kind of interesting. And my guess is, if you go out long enough, assuming there's a continued improvement in AI and robotics, which seems likely, the money will stop being relevant at some point in the future. Now, there will still be.
Give me this one here. I don't know how much I have it. Give me video 3 before we break that down.
And if you go out long enough, assuming there's a continued improvement in AI and robotics, which seems likely, the money will stop being relevant at some point in the future. Now, there will still be constraints on power, like electricity and mass. The fundamental physics elements will still be constraints, but I think at some point currency becomes irrelevant.
Jensen, any thoughts?
By the way, the NVIDIA earnings call is later today.
And by the way, since currency is relevant.
Currency irrelevant? Money irrelevant? 10 to 20 years? Why 10 to 20 years? I mean, why do you wait till I may be gone? Why? Are you telling me that kids in the future will not have, it'll be optional? Money will be optional? Will be no relevance? Robots could do everything? Wait a minute. I think when COVID happened, that CIA that operation CIA/COVID control the people operation took place. That's when the AI kicked in. That's when robotics started kicking in. I told you a long time ago, you will never again see any of these employers have a problem with, never again will you see any of these employers have a problem with getting someone to wash dishes or bring the buggies in from shopping. But this is optional. Now, I want to tell you, when he said money was optional, what President Trump told you, and we'll have many that will argue this, because I think we're all being set up. I know you like President Trump, but I think we're all the money, because here's what you don't know. Give me video. This is what Trump thinks. The $2,000 check that President Trump said he's going to send you. You need to realize that's not a dividend. That's going to be the beginning of a basic wage. That's going to be the beginning of a basic wage. They're calling it a dividend check, but it will be the beginning of a basic wage. It has to come one of these days. Give me video 8.
Even people that go buy a car, they've never had this. Middle-income people don't know what the word deduction is. They don't know. This room, they live on deductions. Me too. How much of a deduction do I get? We all live on it. Middle-income people, they don't know about that. They don't really have deductions. We're giving them a deduction on the interest if they buy a nice Tesla car and they borrow the money. You're so lucky I'm with you, Elon. I'll tell you, has he ever thanked me properly? Although I do let him buy other than electric cars, but these are minor details. We had a mandate.
Somebody told me yesterday Trump rules the world. Excuse me, but that's quite laughable. Okay. And then there's the ones out there that think that they destroyed Elon Musk and he became the trillion-dollar man, sitting there with the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, while Trump and others, dance like puppets for Saudi Arabia. Yes, we did. And then he's telling you don't know anything about deductibles because you don't. All right. You don't know anything about deductibles. You're those people that were in the rafters screaming for me at MAGA rallies. You don't know what a deductible is. You're the people that were lined up going to MAGA rallies. You don't know nothing about a deductible. We'll set everything up for you. You'll be okay. MAGA, I'm MAGA. I'm MAGA. MAGA, that's me. I am MAGA. I decide what MAGA is. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm starting to come out of it. You'll figure that out later in time. Now, this 121, experimenting on our kids. They had to pull this toy, right? Ted. Remember the movie Ted, right? They had to pull this toy. It's AI generated. Give me 122. This toy, where to find a variety of potential dangerous objects like knives, pills, matches, and plastic bags. They had to pull this toy generated by AI. I said the other day, which I know no one liked it, and I didn't expect you to like it, that I really think AI will start the nuclear war. Now, this is interesting because I was going through, as you know me, about everything I could find, and I found this. I was like, wait a minute, this is strange. But this is going to happen. So you have your grandparents. That would be me, all right? And you have grandparents. You have parents, grandparents. And as you go through things, you wish you still had your grandparents. 30 years later, you say, I wish I can ask my grandmother what she thinks. Brace yourself. Video 1.
He's getting bigger. See?
Oh, honey, that's wonderful.
Kicking like crazy.
He's listening. Put your hand on your tummy and hum to him. You used to love that.
It feels like he's dancing in there.
Oh, honey.
Mom, would you tell Charlie that bedtime story you always used to tell me?
Once upon a time, there was a baby unicorn who didn't know he knew how to fly. This baby unicorn was like your mom because she didn't know that she knew how to fly, but she knew how to do all kinds of fabulous things.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, Charlie. How was school today?
It was really fun. I made this crazy shot in basketball.
I don't really care that much about basketball. What about the crush?
Stop. Grandma, stop talking.
Just tell me one thing.
Look who's gonna be a great grandmother.
Oh, Charlie. Oh, congratulations.
She says that he's been kicking a lot, though. Like, a little too much.
Tell her to put her hand on her tummy and hum to him. You loved that.
You would have loved this moment.
You can call anytime.
Okay, Mom, I just need a quick video.
Is this like an audition or something?
No, Mom. Just 3 minutes.
You need my best side?
Can I sing another one?
I can play the piano.
So talented.
I am. I'm your mother after all.
Keep going. Why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I was born as a very young child.
I would hope so.
This is already available. When exactly will we lose touch with reality? When exactly will we lose touch with all reality? I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. Folks, we have campaigns, AI generated. Now, in the Georgia Hour, I have a guest coming. He's running for Congress. I have a guest that's running for Congress. Going to climb a mountain, and he's prepared to climb the mountain. His name is Chris Mora. Chris Mora is in the 11th district, the Georgia 11th district. The 11th district is not an open seat. It is currently the represented. The 11th district is currently represented by Congressman Barry Loudermilk. Chris Moore is challenging the Republican. We're going to have him on at 10:30. Basically, why is he wanting to climb that mountain? Now, I want to remind you of something before we get to the Georgia Hour, 56. I'm trying to tell you, every day I keep saying, please don't, I have hope. So number 56, if you will see here, Hyundai CEO, White House apologized for raid on Georgia battery factory. Trump is very apologetic to Hyundai. Hyundai is a large part. We would not have a Korea, a South Korea. There would not be a Korea if it wasn't for the United States of America. And you have thousands of young men and women that have been over there protecting Japan, the Indo-Pacific region, out of Korea, out of Japan, for God knows how long. But we're apologizing to them, and we want them to send thousands back over here. Yes, we do. And the White House has apologized. Now, don't forget, when you have Hyundai, you have this, 62. Right? This is, and you know what happened there, right there. You have Brian Kemp and Marty Kemp, and then you have, don't forget, number 63. This guy was a fixture at the World Economic Forum in Davos. You cannot make that up. Now, take that down. Tomorrow is Friday. I think I want to spend some time. We've done it already. Give me this, number 80. All right. Redistricting. It's all tied together. Now, Texas jumped out, right? This is a court. The governor explicitly directed the legislature to draw a new, this is Judge Jeff Brown, all right, in Texas, to draw new U.S. House map to resolve DOJ's concerns. In other words, the governor explicitly directed the legislature to redistrict based on race. Now, you can gerrymander your congressional map. The founding fathers said, hey, the winner of the election, that's the winner of the election. Winning elections have consequences. But what you can't do, now pay attention to the Louisiana case, right? The districting Louisiana case in the Supreme Court. That's going to be the one. Pay attention to that. Now, here's the thing. Texas jumped out. They say, oh, you can redistrict, but you can't redistrict based on race. And this judge says that's what Texas did, is redistrict number 81. So they put the smackdown on Texas. Substantial evidence shows that Texas racially gerrymandered the 2025 map. This is what this judge said. Now, Texas was supposed to gain 5 seats, right? Supposed to gain 5 seats, Republican seats in Texas. Judge smacked it down. Indiana said we're going home. Utah said we're going home. Wait a minute. So what you're telling me is we were going to get the upper hand on redistricting, and the only one that has an upper hand currently is California? Is that what you're telling me? Now, keep that in mind. Now, I have told you over and over, okay? Over and over, that screen time. Backpack journalists, love them. Screen time, I've showed you that. Now, here's what we have, 84. You're going to see this. I want to set this up for tomorrow. The Pope. Now, everything is designed to take Trump down. Everything. And any day, if you thought that they were going to let Trump, I don't want to say they gave up, but Pope Leo criticizes Trump's treatment of immigrants, right? This is what they want. 86, they want the visuals. Now, the Catholic leaders have come together. Look at the visuals. Look at the screen time, 87, right? Now they have 88 Latinos. Now, we talked about yesterday the Chinese gangs in Oklahoma. Don't talk about that. But here you go. I haven't gone out for 2 weeks, and when I go out, I'm afraid even to go to the doctor, right? Number 90, I am an undocumented person living with a lot of uncertainty, fear, and insecurity. And here you go. If you don't have visuals, 91. Who wants to look at this if you don't have visuals? Now, I got to get ready for the Georgia Hour. Here you go. Give me this one here. Right here, 85, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, right? As of September 25th, 71.5% are not convicted criminals, but 59,762 people are detained. Catholic leaders are upset. Now, however you may feel, these are the visuals. So what else do we have? 93. No, not Fox News. Trump underwater on economy. Why does Trump never attack them, right? I haven't heard him throw out a Psycho Joe in how long? But here it is. If the election was held today, if the election was held today, number 94. Now, this is going to upset you Fox News viewers in a minute. Democrats would blow us away. 95. Not Fox News. Oh, my God. Can't you get a couple more interviews with Sean Hannity or something? Can't Sean Hannity pull your ass through? Can't you get a couple positive words from Karl Rove or Brett Baer? What's going on over there at Fox News? It's almost like they don't like Trump. It's almost like Fox News is being used as the who is more responsible for the current economic conditions. According to Fox News, Donald Trump. Interesting. Number 96, President Trump's handling of the economy. Fox News, 38%. 97, President Trump's approval rating. Fox News, 41%. Well, now that you see that Fox News, by the way, 101, Target's having some problems. Target's having some problems. Yes, there they are. Sales have dropped. Interesting. 103, I thought this was over, right? I thought it was over, but 32, including 12 kids, is what they're reporting. Friday, tomorrow, Trump to meet with Mondani at White House on Friday, number 106. They're going to have a meeting at the White House. 107. Now, during the election and campaign period, he was attacking him, calling him the communist, shutting the money down to the tunnel in New York. He's meeting with him tomorrow. 111, U.S. secretly drafting a new Ukraine plan, right? And what are you going to do? $109. Now they keep telling me, right? Missteps in the James Comey case. 115, grand jury never saw version of Comey indictment the government filed. And 118, what if that case falls apart? What if it just falls apart? What if any day now, right? What if any day now you're told that case fell apart? And what if any day now it falls apart? Are you going to start saying, well, it's the Washington, D.C. liberal circuit, it's the judges, are you going to start getting on the bandwagon of attacking the judges and everything because the case fell apart? Because I have to tell you, we took the Comey case where evidence is all over the place, right? And we got right up in just a couple days left. We've had years, a couple days left before the statute of limitations to run out on the case. We pulled somebody in, and then we got a DOJ. She's got time to hear new evidence and open new investigations on Epstein. But Comey, these other people, are you waiting for new evidence there? Can't make that up. All right, so number 72, as I always say, thank God for the fat shot. I might have to get on the fast shot. I may have to. I don't know. I don't know. Number 71, you know what we always say? We hope the monkey's okay. We really do. I hope the monkey's okay. 23, I got to go to break. This is an interesting read right here. Interesting read. Number 23. Was COVID always a CIA plot? Interesting read. 10 o'clock. We'll be right back. Georgia hour. 10 o'clock. See you then.
Days Chevrolet in Jasper. It's last call. Your last chance to save $11,500 off Silverado 1500 and $9,000 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs. Don't miss this last call and save $11,500 off Silverado 1500 and $9,000 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
Chevrolet in Jasper. It's last call. Your last chance to save $11,500 off Silverado 1500 and $9,000 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs. Don't miss this last call and save $11,500 off Silverado 1500 and $9,000 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching the Georgia Hour, 11/20/2025. Thursday, the Georgia Hour, brought to you by voiceofruralamerica.com. Good morning, Diane. Now, at about 10:29, we're not going to go to commercial, so don't leave. We're going to take maybe 45 seconds. We're going to make sure that everything is set up with our guest, so that way we have a nice, clean, nice, clean interview with our guest, Chris Mora, candidate for 11th Congressional District, Republican candidate, opposing the current Congressman Barry Loudermilk. And again, that will be at 10:30. So when we go to that little break, don't leave. Don't leave. All right. So I thought this morning, as I was looking through all the articles, that I should do a little reminding people just a couple things. All right. And what I want to remind people right here, don't forget, give me number 56. So we have the Hyundai, right? And this is like, I actually really I don't want to put some things. I still support Donald Trump. Let me get that out. Okay. But what I have is a concern, a coming concern in Georgia, because Trump will make deals. Now, stay with me. President Donald J. Trump will make deals. And right now with MTG in Georgia, we'll talk about that later. Hyundai, what has taken place. Derek Dooley running against Mike Collins. And there's an all-out effort from Brian Kemp. Now, if you thought that Brian Kemp was going to put Derek Dooley in this race and it was going to be a slam dunk for Congressman of the 10th District, Mike Collins, on the MAGA train, a slam dunk to get President Trump's endorsement. And if you thought that all Brian Kemp had to do was put some money behind Derek Dooley. Now, first of all, let's remind you of things. We have our U.S. Senate race. And folks, our U.S. Senate race, we're trying to get rid of John Ossoff. So that's at the top. And we know the over and over redundant story of we wanted a unifying candidate, President Trump, Governor Kemp, a candidate we could all get on board with. And we ended up with, now all along, it was well known, let me make sure I have it here, it was well known all along that Mike Collins, Congressman of the 10th District, may not have been public, but it was well known he would be running, give me number 78, for Senate. So I'm getting somewhere with this. You'll want to pay attention. We're going to come back to the Hyundai. Remember that one. So don't forget, all along, 87th time, we know that the congressman from the 10th district, actually is Brian Kemp's congressman, is going to run for Senate. We know that. And he sponsored the Lake and Riley Act. He has played the MAGA, I support Donald Trump role very well. So we know that. Not an endorsement. Brian Kemp cannot get on the Mike Collins train. To me, it's all about money, power, control, because we are showing you that Brian Kemp is controlling the lane of every race. Every race he's controlling the lane, and they're not able to get out of it. No candidate that does not want the wrath of Brian and Marty Kemp and, Amy Porter. This is number 2, Derek Dooley, right? So Kemp brings his candidate, Derek Dooley, into the race. So now what Kemp has to do is get people at the right time to go after Mike Collins and elevate this guy, Derek Dooley. Now, Derek Dooley, his candidate has the endorsement of people like Debbie Dooley, who would never support anybody Brian Kemp supported, but decided for some reason to change her mind. If you're in Georgia, you might know the Do Naster, or Debbie Do Shits, as some of you like. We have a 50-50 on that. And then we have all these other people in Georgia that are getting on the Derek Dooley. Derek Dooley somehow is getting put right out in front of the non-controversial, very easy rooms, easy audience. He's able to have some general statements like, we need someone to go up there and support President Trump's agenda. Well, that sounded good. He's able to have canned answers. Every once in a while, a wink, wink, and a question in the room comes up that sounds like it has a touch of a tough question. Maybe he knows it's coming, and he's able to deflect. So this guy is getting airtime, he's getting promotions, and he's getting full support of Brian Kemp. Now, I want to remind you of something. The Hyundai, I want to put this together before we go any further on the Senate. The Hyundai, number 56. President Trump has apologized, right? Hyundai CEO, White House apologized for the raid on Georgia battery factory. Trump wants them back here. Trump went to Asia and told them in Korea, send them back, right? We want them back. A White House official telephoned Hyundai Motor Company chief executive to apologize for the September immigration raid at the South Korean company electric vehicle manufacturing campus near Savannah. The White House apologized. Now, number 60, here's another one before you go. Hyundai CEO recently said the White House officially called and apologized for the September immigration raid. Now, with all this investment, so first of all, let me just pin this down so I don't get in too much trouble. But as you hear President Trump talk about investment, and he had the new president of Korea, Lee, was in the White House, and there's investment and tariffs, and I mean, President Trump will do what he has to do to keep his narrative of investment coming into this country. Now, a major part of that investment with 161, so if you think 161 data centers that have ties to Elon Musk, Meta, Google, all the above are coming into Georgia, and you think you have Hyundai, Kia, SK Battery, LG, Samsung, you think you have this investment, Korea in Georgia, right? Where all the people want us. Number 62, Brian Kemp just come back. Him and Marty from Hyundai in Korea just went and met with the people. Hyundai, right? Don't forget, Brian Kemp, number 63, two-time Davos favorite. Number 2. After this video, now, they're going after Mike Collins. Now, Mike Collins put out an AI video, right? An AI video concerning Jon Ossoff, right? He put out an AI video, and Democrats are angry about the AI video he put out. Basically, it's got Jon Ossoff looking like Jon Ossoff, talking about everything, how
Basically, Jon Office.
Got it. Sorry about that. Basically, Jon Ossoff, right? It might be this computer. But basically, Jon Ossoff had only seen, the only time he's ever seen a farm, right, was on Farmville. Now, so Mike Collins put out an AI-generated video attacking Jon Ossoff, and immediately Democrats got upset. But what's really interesting, all right, what's really interesting is what happened with, let's see, the water. Give me the water they carry. Give me video 10.
It looks like Georgia's Democratic Senator Jon Ossoff, even sounds a bit like him. But that's not Jon Ossoff. That video and that voice were made through artificial intelligence created by Republican Congressman Mike Collins' campaign for U.S. Senate.
I want to talk about Mike Collins, Senate candidate Mike Collins' AI video. Another misstep. I will honestly say this is another misstep by the campaign. Like, you just can't stand on the ideas? Why would you do this? And it shows, I would say, the immaturity of this campaign.
Collins is a dirtbag to do this. It's just about power. You understand that, Mike Collins, right? You dirtbag. I mean, Mike Collins deserves anything he gets off of AI by doing this.
Martha, is this a slippery slope here with AI?
Yeah, I don't like it, and none of my listeners have liked it. Everybody has said it was a bad idea.
The way that I look at these things is, how would I feel if somebody did this to me? And I would be offended by that ad.
Just how many water buckets can you carry? Huh? Now, Jenny Beth Martin at the end, and Jenny Beth Martin, and as you know, right, Renna Brother, right? Is that Renna Brother? Is that who he is? Renna Brother. We all know Martha Zoller, and she carries the water. None of her listeners. Now, okay, so you can crop this. I don't think it's the best move Mike Collins could ever make, this ad. Maybe it is a misstep. But everything you just watched there is not AI generated. It's Brian Kemp generated. You got it? One more time. Everything you just watched is not AI generated. It's Brian Kemp generated. So I want to go on the record at 10/16, 11/20, 2025. I'm not going to be shocked. He may stay out of it, but I'm not going to be shocked if Donald Trump doesn't end up endorsing Derek Dooley for Senate. Not going to be shocked. Now, the reason I say that is, would they say twofold or tenfold? Give me number 55. Now, Chris Carr is trying to do everything he can. Lieutenant Governor Jones scores another victory over use of campaign cash. Now, Chris Carr is trying to do everything he can to stop Burt Jones from being able to use the, give me number 52. Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones appears to have scored another victory over Attorney General Chris Carr as the Republican gubernatorial candidates battle over campaign finance issues. An advisory opinion recently released by the State Ethics Commission says candidates are free to loan money to political groups other than their own campaign committees, and that repayment of such loans does not constitute an illegal contribution. Give me number 53. The opinion up for approval at the commission's December meeting does not name Jones or Carr, but is requested by a lawyer for Carr who has challenged the lieutenant governor over a $10 million loan to a political committee Jones controls. The advisory opinion exposes one of the glaring flaws in Georgia's approach to transparency and public corruption. They are now, and this is where Chris Carr, number 54, don't come now and try to, at issue is Jones' decision, number 54, to loan $10 million in personal funds to a leadership committee he controls. So instead of loaning his own campaign $10 million, he can actually put a loan into the leadership committee, which was created by Brian Kemp for the Speaker of the House, John Burns, the Lieutenant Governor. It's a slush fund, unlimited numbers in a slush fund, and Brian Kemp, Lieutenant Governor Jones, and Speaker John Burns. Now, the reason I say this is I think pressure is mounting. All right. I think pressure is mounting on Burt Jones. And I'm just going to put this out. We'll have it on recording. And this could be one of my worst predictions or my best. And the reason I say this, give me number 2. Burt Jones is, you've got Clark Dean, or if that's his name, Dean Clark or Clark Dean. Well, you have Chris Carr, and you got Brad Raffensperger. Take that down underneath there if you could. And remember when I say Trump and Derek Dooley and Brian Kemp, always fall back on we were supposed to have a candidate, remember? We were supposed to have a candidate that could get Brian Kemp and Donald Trump endorsement. You don't get caught off guard if Burt Jones doesn't play the Trump card and he doesn't say to the Trump team there in DC, I'm endorsed. If you'll endorse this guy, that could also be a benefit to me. Keep that in mind. An endorsement of Donald Trump could be part of a deal made Brian Kemp / Korea / Hyundai / H-1B visas. Yes. Could be part of a deal, whether you like it or not. Could also, be part Burt Jones saying that could help me. Just saying. So we'll leave that there for a minute. I'm not for sure if it's not the computer, Diane, but I don't know. My graphics card, it's really upsetting me. Now, also in Georgia, let me make sure we pull this up. Number 57, this is an article right here. Number 57, the prosecutor reviewing Georgia's Trump case faces tangled spider web of issues. This is Scandalakis, the guy that is the head of the Attorney Prosecutors Commission. And with the future of the Georgia 2020 election interference case now in the hands of Pete Scandalakis, will soon be able to make a decision. He is a veteran prosecutor. He appointed himself, couldn't get a district attorney to do it. And here's a couple items in this article, 58. He can decide to resume the full racketeering probe against President Trump and 14 of his allies. He can take the prosecution in a new direction by seeking out new charges via a so-called superseding indictment, which we doubt. These are just options. He could slim the original case down by moving forward with parts. He can shelve some sides of it and pick out some parts that he says he wants to move forward, or he can just decline to move forward. The Prosecuting Attorney's Council of Georgia. Now, give me number 59, one of our little MTG of the day. We're getting ready to go to our guest right here. President Donald Trump may have withdrawn Do I just keep losing picture? Or what happens? Because I can't focus.
Yeah, your picture goes still and your audio cuts out.
All right, let's try again. Okay. We asked Georgia Republican Party Josh McCoon who the party would support after Trump vowed to back the primary challenger in the Rome
What number
Republican
is
59. Here's what he said. Now, this is from Chairman Josh McCoon. We'll focus on this a little later. President Trump and Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene have both been tremendous assets to the conservative movement and the Republican Party here in Georgia and across the country. They share the same ultimate goals. Josh McCoon is, well, I don't have time. I have a guest. Putting America first, securing our borders, growing our economy, and holding the radical left accountable. And I'm confident that any difference of opinion that arise from time to time will be resolved in the spirit of friendship and shared purpose. That's a nervous man right there. He is nervous. Yes, because this could explode everything political in Georgia. Give me number 64. Yesterday, this is another Scott Howard Substack, how the state senator Greg Dolezal, a.k.a. the Weasel, how state senator Greg Dolezal built a pay-to-play zoning racket that has already made him millions and is still running wide open. Very interesting piece concerning Greg Dolezal, also a candidate for lieutenant governor. Diane, I'm going to take about a 3-minute break here because I'm going to reset the camera once more to hopefully power through with our guest. And so let me do that, and let's take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back right at the bottom of the hour at 10:30.
Days Chevrolet in Jasper. It's last call. Your last chance to save $11,500 off Silverado 1500 and $9,000 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs. Don't miss this last call and save $11,500 off Silverado 1500 and $9,000 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service.
All right, folks, we're back. Welcome to the Georgia Hour. The Georgia Hour brought to you by voiceofruralamerica.com. I'm your host, BKP. Before we bring our guest in, let me just set some things up here. You know, we have the Georgia 11th District, and the Georgia 11th District, let me see if I can get this correct, Gordon County, Pickens County, Cherokee County, and Cobb County. And that's the 11th district after twice being redrawn, but it is set now. The current congressman is Congressman Barry Loudermilk, the Republican, and Barry Loudermilk has an opponent in the primary, a Republican opponent in that district. Now, his name is Chris Mora, Republican Chris Mora, and he lives in the district. I want to play a video first, then we're going to introduce him, give him some time, and we'll have him back on the show, several times so you can ask any questions that you may want, and we can relay them to Mr. Moore. But first, let's play video 18 before we bring him in.
Looking back through old glass panes at the roads of red and clay, you see the hands that shaped this place and worked till close of day. When the rivers claimed the lowlands and the mills turned out the lights, they stitched together something strong out of long and restless nights.
Then the ledgers grew more distant and the voices less our own. Then the rules were inked by strangers far from fields we'd always known.
Trading roots fed and the harvest for a claim, till the ones who fed a nation were forgotten in the fray. The farms that fed through war and peace still line this Georgia land, passed down through generations by callous working hands.
But regulations tightened till the cost no soul could bear.
And many who withheld the line had farms taken from their care. So I raise up a glass to the dirt on our boots, to the crops and the trades and the hard-earned roots. We work these fields, we walk these streets, where the red clay runs beneath our feet. From Pickens, Jasper, Jeep, and the foothills wide to Cobb's, Marietta Diner, where we gather inside with Cherokees, Idaho wines beneath the pines. And now the Tuna's waters cross old county lines. Through Bartow's rolling pasture under a North Georgia sky, to Gordon's wooded hills where the echoes still reside. 5 counties woven through history's bind, rise up from red clay to etch our place in time. We used to heal with homemade cures and neighbors close at hand, with roots and herbs and simple ways grown on this very land. But to the highest bidder's tune, FDA's approvals came. Then healing slipped through greedy hands, leaving meds to mask the pain.
It's time to bring the care back home to trusted hands in truth, where health is more than profits gain and healing knows its roots.
They answered when the country called, in ink they signed their name.
They wore the boots, they bore the weight, came back to none the same.
The metals shine but don't pay rent, and things won't clear the line.
They sit through months of hollow calls while health gets lost in time.
No soldier asked for special rules, just what was duly earned.
But Congress tied their fate to bills and failure got returned.
The soul of our land is not for sale. We write our story in dirt, grit, and trail, not in whispers sliding down marble halls, or in secret trades behind high walls. It's time to send voices that walk our road, not the same old ones already bought and sold. So we'll raise up a glass to the dirt on our boots, to the crops and the trades and the hard-earned roots. We work these fields, we walk these streets, where the red clay runs beneath our feet. From Pickens, Jasper, Jeep, and the foothills wide to Cobb's, Marietta Diner, where we gather inside with Cherokees, Etowah wines beneath the pines. And now the Tuna's waters cross old county lines. Through Bartow's rolling pasture under a North Georgia sky, to Gordon's wooded hills where the echoes still reside. 5 counties woven through history's bind, rise up from red clay to etch our place in time. From Georgia's north, one must ride to speak for voices once tonight.
Wow, I'm sorry. It just takes me a minute, and thank you for all the kind words you're sending. That was quite a total from farmers to veterans. I mean, that was just a total complete storyline. Seems like the history of the 11th district. Let's bring in the candidate now, Chris Mora. You got to give me a minute. When I watched that video, I tell you what, that was just great. I appreciate you being here. Chris Mora, candidate for 11th district, Republican candidate for 11th district. Where can people, before we get started, where can people find that video if they want to share it? Because I know it's long and it's not your average 30-second, but I think what you were doing there is just laying out everything in your district. Where can they find that, Chris?
It's at rootsrollersandreckonings.com. I think, Brian, that I'll make sure I get a link, and I'll make sure I send you a link as well that we can put out there, that where people could access that video.
Okay. We want to make sure that people can see that. That was I just liked it. I really did.
Well,
and my phone is blowing up.
We wanted to make sure we had something when we first started talking about what we wanted to do. We wanted to have something that not only talked about all 5 counties, but something that people could connect with. It's obviously it's very different, because normally if people are putting together a campaign video, it's 30 seconds, but you can't say what I wanted to say in 30 seconds. So very pleased with how that came. I love how the song came out. Very lucky to have some very talented volunteers and friends to help put this together.
I'm actually wondering if you didn't win some award at the Country Music Awards last night. I mean, that was really good. Let's try to move past that, but it was great. Chris, you're running for, let's get right into this. You're running for the 11th district. A little bit of background, where you live. Why are you running? Now, we put it out there. The 11th district is not an open district. It's already represented, and several terms by Congressman Barry Loudermilk. You're running in the primary against an incumbent. Why are you running?
As you know, Brian, I've been the chair in Pickens for the last 4 years. Stepped down to actually run. Used to be the first vice chair of the 11th district as well, and with the GOP. And we heard rumblings, and we came from Pickens County, where I live. Pickens County came before redistricting. We were a split county. We were part of the 9th and we were part of the 14th. So we had 2 representatives. We had Marjorie Taylor Greene and we had Andrew Clyde. We got used to being represented by 2 very strong representatives that their constituent services were amazing. You call, get a response, get a letter, get a phone call back. They were just very responsive. And all of a sudden we got thrown into the 11th congressional district, which was a lot different for us, just like Gordon just did recently. And, I like to say North Georgia starts at our border between Cherokee and Pickens. Way of life's a little bit different. And we're used to we expect more, I would say. It's funny that I think people start to categorize as Pickens County, Gordon County, even sometimes Bartow County. Oh, we're just a bunch of rednecks up in the North Georgia mountains. That is so incorrect. We have more retired CEOs, heads of companies that live here, and they expect more. If a question is asked, they expect a response. And we haven't been getting that. So as we started to dig in a little deeper and try to figure out, was this something I wanted to do? Because I was being asked, Chris, well, if this is how this is, why don't you run? So I started to reach out to Commissioners, I figured that would be the best way. Reach out to some of the county commissioners. I haven't spoken to all of them, and some of the counties have more commissioners than others, but there was one common theme. Everyone answered the same way. Hey, when have you seen our congressman? In the last, because most of them have been in term for at least 4 years, when have you seen our congressman? And they say, besides a parade here and there or an opening, we just don't see him. And it bothered me. And I'm thinking, wow, if we only had our congressman reaching out, coming and meeting with our commissioners, hey, Cherokee County, what can my office help you do? What are you guys lacking? What are you guys, can I have a representative from my office work with you guys that maybe there's some federal funding that might help address some of the issues within your county? I think we're missing the boat. We're not talking. We're not having that conversation. And it just kind of hit me. It was like, yeah, I mean, this is just common sense stuff. We need to start opening these conversations. We need to start figuring out, and I can see it. I even see it even when I watch the news, which drives me absolutely insane. When I'm watching the news, I'm not hearing things that people are actually talking about. I got 5 phone calls yesterday from people really upset that just the cost of goods going to the grocery store. Why are we not talking about this? And then it kind of hits me. It's like, wait a minute. I know when we're not talking about this because half of the folks that are in the positions they are were in place when some of these decisions were made, which has caused the problem we have now. They want to talk about other things that's not affecting their life so dramatically daily. And it's just, we can't avoid the conversations. We have a lot of stuff that's about to hit and happen that's going to affect everybody's lives, that we need to start this conversation now. We cannot hide from it. We cannot throw money at it. They're not going away. So that's kind of why, that is why I'm running. I would like to be the voice of the 11th district. People always try to make our representatives into a national position. But I'm here to represent the 11th district. And always what's best for the 11th district. That's why I'm running.
All right, let me get a couple questions in here in the short time we have, and I appreciate it. And next time we have you on, we won't be playing the video. I had to do that. I've enjoyed that so much. But all right, so in just a really quick recap, you have been the chairman of the Pickens County Republican Party for several years. You were the chairman of the 11th District Republican Party.
First vice chair.
First vice chair. You're first vice chair of the district party. I do remember redistricting 1. You guys are in the 9th and 14th. Redistricting 2. You're in the 9th. Redistricting 3. You end up in the 11th district. So that is now... the makeup is just a little different. It pulled the 11th district north. You have Pickens County and Gordon County, which very strong Republican counties with Bartow, Cherokee, and Cobb. That being said, you said something. You say you're getting phone calls, grocery prices. All right. And I have to say this, when I get a phone call and somebody's talking to me about grocery prices or insurance or, health insurance or whatever, I don't immediately go in my brain, all right, let me turn on a Republican switch. Let me turn on a Democrat switch. I turn on the reality switch no matter what party you're on. These are things that are going on and have to be addressed. What say you? Because there's a lot of issues up there.
There's a lot of issues. I mean, tax reform, immigration, fentanyl and opiate crisis, schools. But the 3 that I think that I hear the most: cost of goods, health insurance, and the housing bubble that's about to happen. And if I have a moment, the cost of goods, again, we need to reduce government spending. that fuels inflation, enact supply side policies to lower the cost of production. Things like that we need to start, because again, I have folks that are not, I wouldn't say that they're poor. I mean, mostly middle class that are freaking out. Why are they going to Publix and walking out with only 3 little grocery bags and spend $150? People don't want to hear that, oh, prices are down. No, prices aren't down, because the reality of it, I'm dipping into my bank account and I see my bank account dwindling. They see that they don't have savings, or their savings is disappearing. So yeah, cost of goods, we need to start addressing that. Health insurance, and I even put this out there on X when they reopened the government. It's like, folks, if we don't address the health insurance issue, we're going to face this again in January. At the end of January, the extension is going to expire, and we're going to have the same repeat all over again if we do not start having that conversation on how to fix it. We cannot keep on throwing money at a broken system. It cannot be repaired. Even the Democrats are admitting it cannot be repaired. So what are we going to do? We've got to control costs in healthcare. We've created this system. Now there is no more the single practice doctor, in our neighborhood. The hospitals own the practices, right? They control the pricing because they own all the single practices. We've got the pharmaceutical companies that are, you can see how some people vote. And if you go and look at who's funding some of our politicians, and I'm not saying anyone specific, you can see why they vote the way they do. I mean, it is broken. We have to come up with a better plan. The housing bubble, nobody wants to talk about. We all know, especially in our 5 counties in the 11th district, property taxes have gone up. We also know insurance over the last year has gone up another 30%. What's going to happen, Brian, is we're all going to get, those that have mortgages are going to get a new assessment come February from their mortgage company to look at what they're going to need to be able to cover those property taxes, the increase on property taxes and increase on insurance, if that's coming out of your mortgage. Some of those people could seriously see a $500, $600, $700 increase in their mortgage a month just to cover these increases. I'm already hearing them say foreclosures are already started. It's only going to get worse as we go into 2026. So we need to be able to look at, like I said, some real answers. Again, throwing money at things is not solving it. In fact, it's making it worse because it's unsustainable.
All right, so here's what I'm going to put together in that last 5 minutes that you just shared with us. What if you're just too dialed into reality? I mean, I'm sitting here like, okay, you're dialed into, I mean, it really does. It sounds like you're talking to the people at the grocery store, and you're talking to the people in the small businesses and homeowners. It really does sound like you're out talking to people, much like us, and you're connecting. So, I'll just say what you had to say was very refreshing. And what in your campaign, I'm going to have to get you back in here because there's a lot more to go over in your campaign. Again, running against an incumbent. A lot of people, people in the party get upset sometimes when we just don't give the green light to the incumbent. Do you feel your opponent has lost touch or something? I mean, with some of these issues, because I've always said to someone running against an opponent, I've always just put right out there, okay, why should they no longer have the job? And that's what you're saying basically by being a candidate. So why should people go with you? Because you're climbing a big hill. I mean, I got to say, you're well aware you're climbing a very big hill. I'm going to give you the last couple minutes before we close.
Yeah, I know I'm climbing a big hill. You know, like I said, it wasn't a decision that was made very, very quickly and very easily. I care about where I live, Pickens County. Everyone makes fun of me because the job that I do, I work in telecom, and I can work anywhere in the country. And of all places, I moved to Pickens County. I care about these people because these people care about me. It's one of the things I love about living where I live. I always say if I ever broke down on the side of the road within 5 minutes, 10 people would stop and ask, hey, can I give you a hand? That's what we do here. We take care of each other. And as a community, we take care of each other, even with the different groups and whatnot. And I've been involved in a lot of different groups here in Pickens. And I love that. And that's something I've always done. I've always extended myself with service. I think I can help. I think sometimes we just need someone to listen, or at least feel that we're being heard. You can't be afraid to have the hard conversations. It's out of respect for the people you represent. I want to be that person. And again, I wouldn't have made this decision to run, knowing that it is a big hill to climb. I knew we couldn't run a traditional campaign. I'm never going to be able to outspend them, ever. And I know that. So we're going to have to do things differently, and we have done things differently, and we started differently, and we're going to end them differently. But we have some excitement. People are really responding. Like I said, even when I go and speak in the different counties, and I'll speak anywhere, I really don't care. Everyone's a voter. But I give them an opportunity. I'm not going to stand up there and speak for 20 minutes telling them what I'm going to do. I'm going to speak and tell them what I'm about for about 5 minutes, and then I want to hear from them. I want to hear from what's going on in the county, because every county has its own separate needs. That's all a little bit different. I know what the problems are here in Pickens. I've been going to Gordon, know what's going on in Gordon, know what's going on in Cherokee, and been down in even South Cobb, where people normally don't go, to find out what's going on there. What do these folks need? Because again, that is what I think. I want to have the best constituent services we can possibly have, so people feel they're being represented properly. That's what I want to do.
Chris, I'm up against a hard break because I have an 11 o'clock appointment.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, that's what I want to do. Go ahead.
Real quick? You can find out more, and the new website will be up here in about 10 days, but moreforgeorgia.com. I need 2 things from everybody because of that big hill I have to climb. I need you to tell your neighbors and your friends that the primary is just as important as the general election. You can't complain about who you're voting for unless you vote properly in the primary. And the other thing is, I can't do this alone. We are going to need some funds. We need money. Give whatever God lays in your heart. Anything, $10, $20, $100. I know money's tight, especially this time of year, but this is something we definitely can do. There's enough of us out there that are yelling and screaming, saying, hey, things have got to change. So, Brian, thank you very much for having me on your show.
Chris, I appreciate it. Thank you. We'll have you back real soon. You have a great day. Chris Mora for Congress, the 11th Congressional District in Georgia. I'm your host, BKP. I have to be somewhere at 11 on the dot. Sorry to rush out. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.